People. Que pasa, suck, say what they do. Now, people, as if Montego Bay St. James was not already labeled as the Wild Wild West of Jamaica or one of the Wild Wild West. There's a double AR brewing between some people from Granville and Tucker. And it seems as if one of those groups or both launched some sorts of ATTACK the other night less than 24 hours ago, wherein it is said that all sorts of cons start bust up. People thought that, or it sounded as if it is World WAR3. I am going to let you take a look to the audio, the edited version of the audio of this incident that is said to have taken place in that vicinity between Tucker and Granville. And then I'll give my piece.
Wait, look at me bumper clot. Yo, how are the blood clot this man? Watch out. Danny, move from the window. Move from the window. No, go downstairs. How are this? How are the blood clot? You see this is where I get out of blood clot and no. You see this is where I get out of fucking and no. You're gunshot. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, man. Come people wicked, man. Move because Ivan might blast up. Move from the window. Come back round here, so.
Now, people, what you heard was a voice note of a mother or a guardian giving her child or children instruction what to do in an emergency situation like this. When we list the stuff like this, you would have thought that these people live in a some sort of WAR torn zone such as BAG-DAD. No, people, this is actually Jamaica, Montego Bay, St. James, Granville, Tucker, to be specific. What we see is that it seems as if them tired of the eye for eye, tooth for tooth. Them take one of ours, we take one of theirs. DRIVE by. They want to wage some all-out WAR. Them want to BUN-DUNG people house. And while they are doing that, prevent the people from exiting. So therefore, the people are caught between a rock and a hard place. DAMN if you do, DAMN if you don't. You are going to be doomed. We hear the security minister, we hear the commissioner, we hear the popo, we hear Andrew Holness make all sorts of promise of how safe Jamaica was going to be when he won the election. We hear them come up with all sorts of criminal or crime strategy. However, none of those seems to be working. We hear them implement the Firearm Act and talk about whoever do this or do that are going to get all sorts of big time. But people, it did not change the mindset of the people. The people them still hungry. The people them still brawling. The people them just don't give a DAMN anymore. They are going all out. Desperate times calls for desperate measure. What is the popo going to do? Point blank and period. So the next thing that is popping in the news is that we see that St. Anne's Bay was very festive with crime about 28 to 48 hours ago. There's a video circulating on social media. What this video shows is CCTV surveillance camera outside an ATM outside some sorts of business establishment. I am going to show you the edited version of the video. In this video, you're going to see some people at the ATM making their regular withdrawal, deposit, whatever. Then you're going to see a man. You're probably not going to see the bike. The bike is parked behind a couple of vehicles. The rider at the front and then the pillion. Him come off and act like he wants to use the ATM. However, he was just playing the spotlight role. He was just preying out the people. As soon as a man made some sorts of withdrawal and put the money in a little pouch in bag over him neck, him roll up, wheel and pop off, freeze up the man, take away the man money, and then try make a hasty retreat, run for the hills. Now as soon as the man robbed the man at gunpoint and went towards his bike, seconds after you could see a man running from the side of the ATM machine, I thought that it was a security, and I thought for sure that the man that robbed the man running towards the biker, the exit getaway biker, this person had some sorts of GUN drawn. He was going to run him down and GUN him down. I thought that this would have been some sorts of doubler for the good guys and some sorts of L for the bad guy. However, people, it seems as if this security or that person did not run out with tool in hand, only to be surprised by the man that recently just stick up somebody with a tool in his hand. Don't know if he had tucked that tool in his waist. Don't know if this man was watching some sort of video footage or somebody just call him and tell him, say, you know, say, one robbery go on with some sorts of tool. He was not given the full information, so therefore he stepped out like some sorts of careless security guard that seems as if he had some sorts of self-inflicted DEATH SUICIDAL mission. He was frustrated with life. He wanted to exit out of life. Don't know if he lost his life. Don't know what is his status. If he was taken to the place of recovery and he actually recovered, or he lost his life eventually. But people, it was a very silly move for him, the security. So therefore these people get with the people and money. I heard it was both US and Jamaican funds, and then they also almost took the fund, took the sale out of security. Hero that drew zero. People, be very vigilant out there whenever you go to use any sorts of ATM machine. Generally, just be vigilant, because these people, they are out and they are about. It is called predator and prey. They are waiting, anticipating, hoping to catch you slipping, and whenever you get caught slipping, you might end up in some sorts of box, dovecot, modern, freezer thing, toe tag, point blank, and period. Now people, I have spoken on several occasions that whenever you live in a sort of jungle-like environment, you have to be very careful of the predators. You do not want to be a prey. I cannot emphasize that you cannot be too careful. Don't for a second think that it is okay for me to exit my vehicle, run into the store, run into the gas station, just pick up an item or two, get some sorts of phone credits. I am going to show you a video that is going to prove why you should never do anything like that, or else you might lose your vehicle. Take a listen, take a look. Now people, cannot validate or verify if this was indeed Jamaica. However, you know, any type of criminal activity that you see on social media, it is pretty much coming to a theater near you. It is coming to Jamaica soon or later, if it not did it already. You notice that this lady went into the shop. She took about 9 seconds. However, by the time she took that 9 seconds, there was a next vehicle that drove up close to the pump to the left of her, and as soon as she exited the vehicle, went inside. Somebody jumped in at the driver's seat. Obviously that other crooked vehicle had some sorts of driver and passenger. They were just waiting for the next victim. And as soon as the victim came, they strike and they were gone. Poof, Houdini style, gone in a jiffy. Moral of the story is this: it is better to be safe than sorry. Prevention is better than cure. So therefore, don't think for a second because you don't want to inconvenience yourself. You just want to run in, get an item or two, get a phone card. You are not safe. These people sit down every day in the comfort of their house and they come up with all sorts of scam and scheme. And whenever them catch you slipping, you are going to slide in a them trap. Point blank and period. Now people, I don't know if you've ever heard about that mythical character called Lucky. Some people say Lucky D-E-A-D. Some people say Lucky Day at the big yard. However, it seems as if there was a Lucky sighting less than 24 hours ago. I have a couple of videos, however, because of the nature of the video, I cannot show it to violate YouTube's rule. However, I can tell you exactly what happened. Based on information, it is said that this man thought that it was a bright idea for joke up a old man, take away him bicycle, take away him phone. However, while he was in the act, some people see him. This is off a Boulevard, Mullines Road vicinity. Some people see him, and when the people them see him, them run him down and them gave him the whole onslaught. He got the whole catalog of the Tarzan and Jane justice. He just did not get the final verdict. Pretty much them start with K-I-C-K, L-I-C-K, all sorts of Tyson, all sorts of MMA. He even got a couple of half blocks in him head, all over him body. Luckily for this Lucky, the Popo was close by. The Popo intervened and stopped the final judgments. The mother of that man even came by and she was saying, you know how you do to my father? You know how lucky you is? The Popo pretty much had to go on bending knees to stop the people from taking this man away, taking him to the afterlife. Him a beg them, him a say, I'm a job me a do. And even while the Popo was begging and pleading to the ANGRYMOB, this man was hiding his face behind one of those half a blocks. However, a next half a block lick him somewhere in his upper body. People, this man was very lucky to be alive. This man was saved by this Popo. These people were going to make sure that justice was served immediately with immediate effect. Point blank and period. So the next thing that is popping in the news, it is based off two videos that I have and a picture. In this picture, it seems as if a man committed some sorts of crime, don't know the details. He was running from the Popo. Him running at some sorts of field. He decided that he was going to try to hide under the front of that vehicle in front of that building. When he did so, the Popo was in close pursuit. When them spot him, they start to open up all sorts of FIRE. People, they were blazing up all sorts of con after this man. You could see the body motion as he got hit 1 time, 2 time, 3 time. They were pretty much turning him into some sorts of strainer as he lay there on the ground. Like I said, breaking news, don't know the intricate details as soon as I get this. However, the person that was videotaping it from across the road, and they were getting every sort of details. But wherever this video was taped, something did not look quite right. This man was running for his life. This man was down on the ground under the vehicle. However, the popo still was wetting him up very, very badly. I could say it was in excess of 10 CORN him get. Them do him real bad. I have these videos. Every video that you hear me speak about, it is going to be in my WhatsApp group. If you want that video, WhatsApp, send me a text. You want the video with the pie with the popo. Leave your name in our text. Leave the fact that you want to join the group. Do not call and even Wassara. Don't video call me. Me no want looking at no sorts of man face. Me no want looking at anybody face. Point blank and period. Now the next thing that is popping in the news is based off an incident, a very unfortunate incident that occurred in St. Anne, Sentence Bay. It is said that some persons were at an ATM machine. People joined the line. However, this 72-year-old man don't know if he's of some sorts of unsound mind, don't know if he was under the influence of J-Ray and Neville. However, he did a very bad thing. He decided that he was going to skip the long line, and then when the people start to talk to him decides that he want to rush the people with some sorts of bag. Me no know if it's a John Sport. Me no know if it's a duffel bag. Me no know the details. However, it is said that him start rush the people with a bag that he had in his hand. One of those persons that he rushed was a licensed firepiece holder. However, it seems as if him rushed the wrong man. The man wheel and pop off and send 2 piece in his direction. He was rushed to the place of recovery. However, his recovery did not come. He pretty much DEAD. Now people, since then the popo have arrested that man. I am speaking about the licensed firepiece holder, taking him into custody and seized the tool. Apparently, the popo have some questions that they need to answer. Apparently, the popo did not feel as if this man's life was in danger along with the other people. This man was kinda trigger happy. This man could have avoided it. This man could have just let the man use the ATM. However, that man unfortunately lost his life. There are more than one occasions in which we see people that are not of sound mind losing their life because some of these people with firepiece have a very big ego. Them fraidy, and people, I understand that Jamaica is the type of place that you cannot take any sorts of chances. However, when you get that firepiece license, you have to be held at a higher standard. Therefore, you have to have patience. You can't be jumpy. You can't be bummy. People don't know the specifics. I am just speaking in general. Point blank and period. So anyways, people, thanks once again for checking out my video. If you appreciate videos like this, please show your appreciation by liking, commenting, and sharing to my channel. That is how YouTube promotes videos like these to like-minded, sensible persons like yourself. Bless up.